What is going on, guys? Welcome to the video today where we're going to be talking about the business balance wheel for online coaches. So this is my shitty little diagram that I drew for you, but this is something that has taken me the last 7-8 years of being an online coach myself to figure out and to tweak and adjust and start including not only in my own life and my own businesses, but starting to coach on as well, because the holistic balance of all the different elements in your online coaching business that make up the results that you get, that make up your clients' results and the longevity of your coaching business overall is important to understand and important to take into account, right? So what I've drawn here is like just a basic wheel with a hub and spokes coming out. What most coaches place a lot of focus and time and energy on is just one or two spokes of the wheel without focusing on everything holistically, right? And I want to get into how one spoke can affect another over time and the trickle-down effect, where if you don't focus on different problems inside of this entire system, it will destroy the whole system over time. I'm going to tell personal stories, client stories around what this looks like. So to kind of set the stage, going over this process, what it looks like, and these are just some main elements that I've written down for now, is we've got your message, your overall message of what your coaching company stands for. And then we've got your marketing, your warming process, your sales process, fulfillment of what your actual coaching is and how you fulfill on your services. We've got client retention. Then we've got accounting and legal to make sure all of your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted. Then we've got personal mindset for you as an entrepreneur, as the online coach. And then we've got personal performance, personal care, and then understanding who your ideal type of client is. So this wheel flows this way, right? This is usually the order of operations when it comes to building your online coaching business. Here's the problem, is that most coaches, and myself included, when I first started Chiller Fitness in those first couple of years, you focus primarily on marketing and on sales. And you just kind of forget about the rest, or they're kind of on your to-do list, but you never really get around to it because you're primarily focused on marketing and sales. Don't get me wrong, marketing and sales is very important in any online coaching business. You want to make sure like they're one spoke for a reason, because they're very important. Without marketing and sales, everything else breaks down. But where the mistake comes in is when you only focus on these things and then everything else just gets pushed to the wayside. Then this wheel breaks down, right? Because you're just focused on these one individual elements. What's important, especially as a coach, an online coach, is zooming out for a second, understanding how all of these main elements in your coaching business are working together, what needs focus, what needs time and energy, and then zooming back in to an individual element, fixing that process or improving it to get to where you guys want to go, and then zooming back out and then seeing how everything works together. Don't get me wrong, if you're a coach in your first couple of years, some of these elements are more important than others, depending on your timeline in business, right? And I'm not going to speak to that too much in this video. I just want to communicate the diagram and how it works. And then you guys can apply this in how it works for what your goals are, how long you've been in business, and how you're going to get your business to where you want to go. So what I see a lot in coaching clients is that they'll have this diagram inside of their business. They focus a lot on marketing. They focus a lot on sales, maybe a little bit of fulfillment. And then the other elements, they just kind of get pushed to the wayside, right? So for example, personal performance, personal care, and mindset. If we're trying to get a coach from, let's say, 10K a month to 20K a month within that range, or 25, 30 over time, what we're primarily going to tweak and adjust, is marketing, sales, fulfillment, make sure that we can develop systems so that they can grow. But primarily, and this is a very intangible element, primarily there might be some limiting beliefs or some false beliefs that they've been taught in, if it's their parents or prior coaching programs, whatever it may be, that's holding them back. And we need to understand and kind of overcome what that looks like as the individual, as an entrepreneur first, in order to level up some of these different elements that's going to get you to 20K a month, 30K a month, depending on what your goal is. It's also important, because I've seen this a lot in coaches who work very hard and they put everything that they can into their business, if you're working extremely hard, you're working all hours in the day, you're not sleeping, you're not taking care of yourself, you're not nurturing the important relationships inside your life, which is the personal care spoke here, over time, and time is the variable here, it has a trickle down effect to your fulfillment, for example, right? Like some of your clients are going to start to notice it. Some of your clients are going to start to notice you're not as mentally sharp, or you're not as detailed as you once were. Or maybe it's going to take an effect in your sales or your marketing. Now, all of a sudden, it's bleeding into how you're showing up on Instagram, on Facebook, wherever you guys are marketing, right? So every single spoke that you see on this diagram here, it has some sort of synergistic effect to the middle, which goes out to all of the different elements here too. For example, accounting and legal. This isn't as important right away. Like you guys want to focus on marketing, you want to focus on your ideal type of client and message, but this is very important the bigger that you get in year 2, in year 3, in year 4. Honestly, the better you can set these habits early on, you guys are winning. You're going to get to where you want to go. But for example, for accounting and legal, if you don't know where your numbers are at, if your clients, especially as health and fitness coaches online, if they're not signing contracts, if they don't have legal liability waivers that you're sending your ideal types of clients, you guys are playing with fire, right? And you want to make sure that you're protecting yourself. And also importantly, you know where your numbers are at, because this informs what you guys are doing when it comes to marketing, right? Like what your client acquisition goals should be based off of your accounting, based off of your sales, based off of what your retention looks like. Maybe there's a hole in your bucket and you need to fix retention so that your accounting can be more consistent, right? Your monthly reoccurring revenue can be more consistent. So this is what I mean by kind of the holistic flow of what I call the business balance wheel, is because you want to look at these different elements inside your online coaching business, zoom in and fix a certain process, and then zoom back out and then see how this wheel is turning. Because this is just the game of business. The game of business is zooming out, understanding what's broken, and then zooming in and fixing it. That's all business ever is. It's okay to be in a position where your wheel is a little bit broken, because like I said, that's what business is. It's never rolling exactly as it should 365 days out of the year, 24/7, right? That's just business. As you guys grow, as you guys get to 10K a month, 20K a month, 30K a month, 40K a month, some of these elements will naturally break down as you grow. So it's your job just to be aware of it. It's your job just to understand how this system works, and then zoom in and fix as you hit different milestones of your business growth. So this is a bit of a counterintuitive approach to understanding the holistic growth of not just your business, but also you as an entrepreneur, you as the online coach, because especially as a one-man show or a one-woman show, you want to make sure that these elements of mindset, personal performance, personal care, setting goals, your daily habits, what your mindset looks like, these are dialed in order to achieve what goal you have as well. Because these intangible personal elements, just like I'm saying in this whole video today, bleeds in to your clarity, your confidence, and your certainty in your marketing, right? Which is what attracts your clients. It bleeds into your clarity, your confidence, and certainty in your sales, which is what converts your clients. It bleeds into your level of detail and your overall performance as a coach, which bleeds into your retention and how long someone is going to stay with you. So these are different elements, again, that you guys want to focus on as you're leveling up, as you're getting to different goals inside of your online coaching businesses, so that this wheel is turning as well as it can. Your business holistically is growing in the way that it should, and you're leaving no stone unturned, because a lot of times I see coaches kind of sweep some of these issues under the rug, and with the variable of time, it gets worse and worse and worse and worse if you just leave it and you don't fix it as soon as you can. So with that being said, guys, that's the video today. A little bit of a different approach of thinking about your business. Take home point, it's not all just about marketing and sales and coaching. You want to take everything into account and build this out for yourself, right? Like this is just a quick version of what I built out for the sake of this video and for the sake of what I generally see with most of my clients and the coaches that I coach. But for you, you might want to change a couple of these specific to your journey, specific to what your goals are, so that you can get your own version of this wheel spinning in the way that you want, so that you can achieve your goals and make sure that everything is accounted for. So that being said, guys, see you in the next video.